Hello everyone, it's John from Brisbane, and today we're going to have a little choose your own adventure, maybe not. Back in the day, we used to get these sort of things in our comics, or boys magazines, or whatever you'd like to call them back in the 60s and 70s. I can't remember the actual titles, but anyway, this one, You Are a Spy. Yes. And this one was in relation to a character called Mike Nelson, codenamed the Eagle. I'm just reading here from my laptop. It says, Mike Nelson was the top agent of the British Army's Special Operations Executive during World War II, codenamed the Eagle. A cold, detached man following the deaths of his father and brother at Dunkirk, Nelson was utterly dedicated to his job and had absolutely no sense of humour. Sounds like me. But anyway, his primary objective was the assassination of Adolf Hitler. Well, he never succeeded there, but sadly he never quite managed it. Yes, I should have read a little bit further. Though he did manage to successfully bedevil the Nazis for several years whilst operating undercover in occupied Europe, assisting resistance organisations. He eventually died in action. So there you go. That's the character of whom we're now going to have a playthrough. So stay tuned. So here we go. You are a spy. Working in enemy-occupied territory as a spy during World War II called for special qualities. You had to be quick-witted with the ability to make instant decisions, for one mistake could have meant death. Try this exciting quiz, pardon me, and see if you would make a top spy. Question number 1. Your main objective is to get hold of a list of Nazi saboteurs secretly working in Britain. Intelligence says the list is held in Gestapo headquarters in Paris. Your first task is to gain entrance to the building. What would you do? Okay, well, we've got 3 choices. A, go up to the guard and sock him on the jaw so that you were arrested and taken into the building. B, pretend you were a telephone engineer come to check the building's telephones. C, judge the front door with pistols blazing. Well, interesting 3 options. I'm going to choose A, because I'm a subtle person, and go up to the guard, sock him on the jaw so that I'm arrested and taken into the building. That seems like the less of a problem. So I'm going to choose, and I'm going to write down here, so here we go. Question 1, and I'm going to choose A. There we go. So, question number 2. Safely inside the building, you have to guess where the safe is located. You try a door, but come face to face with an SS officer who asks for your papers. What would you do? A, use your gun to silence him. B, quickly knock him out and dress in his uniform. C, tell him not to do anything rash, as he was on candid camera. Somebody's got a sense of humour. Well, SS uniform, does that mean he's wearing fishnet and ladies' apparel underneath? Well, I'm going to go and choose B, because I'm a subtle spy. So B, quickly knock him out and dresses in his uniform, excluding his women's underwear, I think. So, question 2, I will choose B. On to question 3. Luck is with you, and you find the safe, which is unguarded, but the combination given to you does not open it. What would you do? A, try any combination you could think of, hoping you pick the right one by chance. B, resort to desperate measures and use explosives to blow the safe open. C, wait until someone who knew the right combination came along and force him to open the safe. Well, they're 3 tricky questions. Try the combination, hoping you pick the right one. Resort to desperate measures and use the explosive to blow the safe. Well, if you do that, you're going to attract everybody. Trying to pick the lock, well, or wait for somebody who knew the right combination to come along and force him to open the safe. Well, I don't like B. I'm almost feeling like, can I ring a friend? Can I ask for advice? Can I ask Adolf for some advice on this one? No, well, he's long dead now, isn't he? Or I could recommend you go watch that wonderful and delightful German movie that's out. Oh, it's been out for a while now, but Look Who's Back. Brilliant. Love it. Satirical piece of work. I'm going to wait for somebody to come along who knows the right combination. So, might be risky, but let's go for question 3. I'm going to choose C. Probably dead. Okay, question 4. You have opened the safe and taken the secret list, but you notice a message from an... Ooh, something. Can't read it. An informer. There we go. An informer which tells the Gestapo where to find a fellow agent in Marseille in about an hour's time. With time running, would you? A. Rush to warn your colleague, knowing that by the time you return to England, the Nazi saboteurs will have been alerted by the Gestapo. B. Put your mission first and return to England as quickly as possible. C. Ask to use the Gestapo's telephone so you could warn him. Well, I'm a heartless bastard. I'd have to put the mission first, so I'm going to choose B and put the mission first and return to England as quickly as possible. So there you go. I'm going to choose question 4, and B is going to be my answer. Yes, I'm a heartless bastard, aren't I? Never make me a spy master. Well, actually, I've been a spy master, but that's beside the point. 5. Making your way out of the building, you see the local resistance leader being led in under arrest. Would you? A. Try to help him escape by creating a quick diversion. B. Just ignore the situation and make good your own escape. C. Offer the secret list to the Germans in return for his and your life. Oh, God, you've just broken into the building, done everything you can to get the list, and you're now going to exchange it for another man and your own? I don't think so. Try and help him escape by creating a quick diversion? Risky. Or just ignore the situation and make good your own escape? Well, I'm being heartless, but it doesn't say that there's any risks. So I'm going to try and help him escape by creating a quick diversion, by shouting out, "Look, it's Adolf!" Might work. So I'm going to choose answer A in this case. So question 5, I'm going to choose A. So, on to question 6. You are well away from the Gestapo and still wearing the German uniform. Oh, bugger, I forgot to take it off. Anyway, and still wearing the German uniform, when a new danger appears in the form of a pistol-waving Frenchman. Oh, those bloody French. What would you do? Well, good question. Step forward. Okay, step forward and say, "You're under arrest, French pig." Oh, God. Well, that's, Yes, well, clearly we don't like the French. We English. We're obviously trying to be German, saying that's what we think of the French. And make a run for it, shouting, "Heil Hitler!" Or C, use your skill to disarm the man and then tell him who you were. Who you were. Or who you are? I don't know. Is that meaning that in the past tense that you've... Well, good question. I don't know. What would I do? Step forward and say you are under arrest, French pig? Well, that's more or less saying I'm playing that. Make a run for it, shouting, "Heil Hitler." Well, I don't think I'm going to do that, am I? Might get a bullet in the back. Use your skill to disarm the man and then tell him who you were. Well, that sort of defeats it too, because you don't know whether or not the man's a collaborator or what. So, step forward and say you're under arrest. You're more likely to get shot anyway. So I'm going to go for the disarm, because at least then the little bugger's out of the way. So I'm going to choose C as the answer. So question 6, C. So, last question. 7. Safely back in Britain, you examine the list and discover that your boss is one of the Nazi saboteurs. Oh, as if we didn't see that coming. With a traitor in your midst, what would you do? A. Secretly tell him and persuade him to give himself up. Blow his cover and get him arrested. Deal with him yourself. I'm never subtle. I deal with him myself. I always love dealing with my bosses, so if I've got the proof and I know that he's not a nice person, I'll do the job myself. Why give it to somebody else to do the job that would give you far more pleasure? So we're going to choose C. Deal with him yourself. So there we go. Question 7. Question 7. Answer is C. So let's have a look at what points I get. So question 1. If I chose A, I got 0 points. Okay. Question 2. If I chose B, I got 5 points. Question 3. If I chose C, I got 5 points. If I chose, question 4, I chose B, I got 5 points. Okay, doing well. Question 5, I chose A, I got 2 points. So according to this, obviously B must have been, okay, so I'll just make that note down there. Question A, question 1, the correct answer there apparently was, okay, well, the best answer there. So let's have a look. Question 6, I chose C, which got me 5 points. And question 7, I got 2 points. So I got 5, 10, 15, 20, 22, 24. So 24 was my final score. 24 was my final score. So on 24 points, you have all the makings of a top spy, but you tend to leave clues lying. I leave clues lying around? Your first mission would probably be your last. Well, let's have a look. So I got 0 points on question 1, where it was about gaining entrance. What would you do? I chose A, which was go up to the guard and sock him on the jaw so that you were arrested and taken into the building. Apparently the correct answer was B. Pretend you were a telephone engineer come to check the building's telephones. In Nazi Germany. Hello, I've come to check your telephones. They are not working. Please let me in. Oh, well, all right. So that was the answer. That was the top answer there. Question 5. Question 5 was making your way out of the building. Correct answer was, okay, so and you see the local resistance leader. B was the correct answer. Just ignore the situation and make good your own escape was the correct answer. So I should have continued being heartless. I chose to try and help him escape by creating a quick diversion. Clearly, having a heart for these Frenchmen apparently was not the correct answer. Didn't say that. Oh well. Anyway, and the last question, 7, which was where I find out that my boss is a traitor. Apparently, I'm supposed to blow his cover and get him arrested. Apparently, dealing with him myself was not on. So, there you go. That was an interesting little. So apparently, while I've the makings of a spy, my first mission would be my last mission. So anyway, look, thank you very much. There's a little blast from the past. I just thought I'd share that little bit of entertaining. So there you go, a little choose your own adventure from God knows when that would have been, probably either late 60s, or more than likely early 70s, I would think. But look, thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed it. Catch you next time. Signing off, the Honourable John.